Hi, I'm Barbara, and this is my dog Wawa, and my dog Lucky. Hey.
You tell her.
No, you tell her.
You got seniority.
You calling me fat?
Wawa. So I'm here today to share two secrets. First secret is that dogs. For those of you who don't have dogs or don't know this yet, they love us unconditionally, and there's nothing like a dog.
That's right, we love you. So what's with the brown food? I'm just saying, if you had to eat all your meals out of the same can or bag your entire life,
Like, how happy would that make you?
seriously.
And the second secret is how to keep them living a lot longer than most of our dogs are living right now. Wawa first came to me, and she was paralyzed. In fact, somebody asked me why I'd want a paralyzed dog. And I said, I'd heard all these stories about her before she got paralyzed, and she connected to my heart, and I wanted her. So I took her thinking I'd get little wheels for her.
Yeah, that was a bitch. I may be a bitch, but that was a bigger bitch.
Wawa's 100% again. And Lucky, Lucky, who's wandered off, came from a little village in Russia where he was starving to death. And my daughter and I were there on a trip. We fed him for 2 days. We left Russia, never dreaming we'd see him again. And Lucky arrived on air cargo Delta through the good graces of Radio Free Europe, which is another miracle of a story, which I'll tell you. And what I'd like to do today is take you into my kitchen, teach you how easy it is to cook, home cook for your dogs. Because just as we are what we eat, so are our dogs. So this is going to be a show that we're going to break into segments. We're going to have cooking, recipes. We're going to have rants, because if you're your dog's best friend, you have to be your dog's advocate. I'll tell you how I got started. My first dog, Spunky, taught me about unconditional love. And I wanted to do everything I could to keep him healthy and happy and live as long as life. So I went out and I found the best kibble I could with real cranberries and carrots and vegetables. And I found the best canned food I could with human-grade meat, they said. And I put it all together. And I don't know, one day I came home and I discovered that Spunky had had eaten half a roll of my toilet paper. I thought it was pretty cute, so I put it in a big baggie and I saved it so I could brag about it to whoever would be interested in hearing my doggy stories. And one day when I just happened to be seeing my vet and I told him what Spunky had done, he told me that it really wasn't so cute, that Spunky was craving nutrition and he couldn't open the refrigerator on his own, so he did his best. He ate the toilet paper roll. But it was an eye-opener for me, and it made me realize that maybe I better find something better. And I did. Home cooking. My dogs live long lives, and I'm going to take you in my kitchen and I'm going to show you how easy it is for you to do the same thing. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my laboratory for how to keep my dogs living really long, healthy, happy lives. And the things that you're looking at are all the same foods that you and I eat if we're eating healthfully. We've got vegetables, and we've got carbs, and we've got protein. Now, a lot of people think that if you feed your dogs real food, people food, whole food, your dog's not going to get a balanced enough diet for a dog. But let's be logical. Real food is full of vitamins and minerals and amino acids and protein and all the building blocks that are really health-giving. And we're also going to eventually work on how to feed sick dogs, dogs with liver disease and kidney disease and heart disease, and you're going to see some amazing improvements. But in the meantime, let me tell you what you all need to go and get in your kitchen to cook for your dog. You're going to need measuring cups. You're going to need measuring spoons, a good paring knife. You're going to need filtered water. And here's my first rant, okay? Don't give your dog water from the tap because it's full of chemicals. Most of us have way too much chlorine in our tap water. And some of us have things like strontium 90. I'm not saying we all do, but we don't have the best drinking water anymore. So if you are drinking filtered water, your pets need to drink it too, and it'll cut back on vet bills in the long run, okay? You're going to need a grater, and if you're lucky enough to have one of these little machines here, and I can't say the name, but you can get them for $19.99. They're great. They grate by pushing a button. and they make your animal not even notice the vegetables sometimes. You're going to need a strainer and a steamer, and then you're just going to need to have a lot of fun in the kitchen. I have to tell you that I'm not a vet, and this show is not meant as a replacement for you to have a licensed vet. We all need those, okay? But I'm just somebody who has a great passion for dogs, and I've spent a long time figuring out how to get my dogs to live a lot longer, and I want to share that with you guys. Our first dish today is very easy. It's going to be chicken, and I use chicken legs because they're cheap. Sweet potatoes. We should all be eating those ourselves every day. Fresh zucchini. If you can get organic, it's the best. You don't really want the pesticides, but if you can't get organic, you're still doing a great thing getting fresh veggies. And parsnips. And parsnips, among all the other things that it comes with, they happen to be Mother Nature's natural antibiotic for all of us, including our dogs. So let's get started. I'm going to put away these meats, and I'm going to put away the eggs and keep them refrigerated, okay? Check your meat, make sure it's fresh. Then you're going to rinse it. You're going to put it in the pan. I cook this at 350 degrees for maybe 40-45 minutes and make sure that it's cooked thoroughly. Because you don't want to serve raw chicken. Oh, and there's something I want to say about the raw food diet right about here. If you've managed to do that successfully for your dogs, then I think that's great. But I'm someone who doesn't want to take any chances with raw food because sometimes raw food carries bacteria that isn't always safe. I think it's a great diet, but I'm on the extremely safe side, and I cook my food, okay? I don't cook my veggies all the time, but I sure cook my protein. So peel your vegetables if they're not organic. And if they are organic, which this one is, then just wash them. And we're going to slice them. I'm going to use my little processor. And you're going to see how it makes my life very easy. We're going to do the same thing with the parsnips. Okay, I'm going to put them in a bowl. If the sweet potatoes are organic, you can actually use the skins because the skins are rich in nutrients, but if they're not organic, just get rid of them. When you peel them, they come off really easily. And I'm cooking for 2 dogs, and I actually serve my cat this food too. I give my cat a little more protein, but I'm going to mash the sweet potato up. And it depends on your pet's stomach, but what you really need to be aware of is how much protein, carbs, and veggies to give them. For my pets who have their average needs, I use about, I'd say 60% carbs, maybe sometimes a little less, 30% protein, and about 20% veggies. And here's something really good to add. This is organic ground flaxseed. And organic ground flaxseed is loaded with, it's a great source of omega-3. It's got fiber, amino acids, trace minerals, and vitamins. There's great doggy vitamins that are out there, which you can always throw at your dog. But in addition to that, I'm going to show you in another episode down the line how to make a little powder mix that's got all kinds of good nutrition that you can sprinkle over the food, and for those of you who even want more nutrition, okay? After you take your chicken out of the oven, grind it up, mash up your sweet potatoes, add your chicken to your sweet potatoes, and then here is your parsnips and zucchini. These are raw. These are great raw. Stir it up well, and you've got leg Kickin Chicken. Put in the organic ground flaxseed, and it's ready to go to the dining room table, if that's where your dogs are eating tonight. Here we go.
What are you looking at?
What? You got a problem?
Cheers, my little buttercup.
Are you calling me fat? Yeah.
Oh, you're the baka.
Enjoy your food.